Hey guys, what's happening? It's been a while, so Happy New Year, Happy 2016 to everybody. This is a pickup video I got coming for you. I will have my Game of the Year video coming up shortly. Anyways, let's get right to it. So, obviously Christmas came through, and I'll do the stuff my family and girlfriend and whatnot were good enough to give me for Christmas. So, up first, I got Rise of the Tomb Raider for the Xbox One, obviously, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This game, I said to my buddy Mitch, is the best Crisis game I've ever played. That's saying that this is, if you haven't played it yet, it's wonderfully bizarre compared to all the other Black Ops games and even the Call of Duty games. Then I got some oh, one other one for Christmas from my mom and dad. I got Earth Defense Force 4.1, The Shadow of New Despair. Obviously, it's an Earth Defense Force game. I love those games. So, got those. Then I had some Best Buy gift cards. I used it to actually, I will be upgrading my PC pretty soon. Best Buy had a really good deal, 500 gig SSD, or 480 gig SSD, sorry, from PNY for 120. So I used my gift cards to get that. And this fancy new Microsoft Designer Bluetooth, it's called the Designer Bluetooth keyboard mouse combo. Really slick. It's I don't know how to put it. It's the fastest typing keyboard I guess I've ever had. If I'm not going to have the old school mechanical heavy click keyboard, I really prefer the chiclet style keyboard. I have, as I've said before, I have sausagey type fingers, so I can type a lot faster on there because the keys are kind of spaced out. So let's get to it. I went out and did some hunting, and it was pretty quiet at the start. I wasn't really finding anything. Hit up Goodwill. They had a handful of Kinect games for the 360 that I wasn't at all interested in. They also had a handful of PS1 shovelware games, basically. But then went over to then I went over to the Salvation Army. They had a bunch of games. Oh, as I dropped something there. Drop a couple of things there. Sorry about that. They had a handful of games. And I said before, our Salvation Army used to not seal the games, but now they're keeping them in back because I actually spoke to the lady who works there, who I believe her name is Angie. She's an older lady. She's a really nice old lady. But I told her, I was like, you know, you get these, people donate these old CD books. You should put the CDs in there and keep them in your manager's office. And that way, when somebody buys something, yes, it's a pain in the ass. You have to go back and get it. But that way people aren't stealing things. Somebody else made the same suggestion. So that's what they're doing now. And I walked in, and because Angie really likes me, she gave me this for $3. I now have a copy for the original Xbox. And this one is the harder to find version, but I'm glad to get it. And I've said before, this is one of my favorite, if not all-time favorite licensed game. It's for me personally, it's even better than Shadow of Mordor, which I guess technically isn't based on a Lord of the Rings movie. It's just based on the Lord of the Rings lore and the setting, but it's still a licensed property. This, however, is probably the best licensed property I've ever played, and it's when did this come out? 2005. So here we are, 11 years later, and we still haven't really had a licensed property that bests this. And I got the Warriors for the PS2 for $3, so that was pretty exciting. Then I went over to where did I go from there? Oh, I hit up Best Buy and GameStop just to see if there's anything, and I picked up one of these because actually I picked up this is the charging version. I picked up the regular stand, but I picked up one of these because Best Buy had them on sale for $8.99. This is a PlayStation 4 charging stand, and that's the box for it, and I'll actually show you. It comes with this little tab that plugs into the PS4 controller, and then the stand looks like that, but what you do is you set it right there, and I got my fingers caught up in the cord here. You set it right there, you click it down to charge, and then when it's done charging, you pop it back up. Pretty nifty. Got a USB-M so you can charge it right off your PS4 if you had to. I, however, use the Anker PowerIQ chargers. If you don't know what those are, as you see right here, is a package of Anker cables that I got, micro USB. Nothing special, but point is, I really like Anker products. The PowerIQ block, I've got one right here. I've got it attached to my desk, so I can't really lift it up and show it to you. But the PowerIQ is a 5-port USB charger, and what it does is it runs a cycle once you hook up a device to it, and it matches the charging speeds. So those things charge lightning quick. I've taken my phone from like 8% charge to a full charge in like an hour and a half. And here's the interesting thing about this. This is a Windows phone. It's got the wireless QI or wireless key technology built into it. So I've got the charge plate for it, but this charges a lot faster, as it should. I mean, it's charging directly through it as opposed to passing through a charge plate. But anyway, I use that, and those charge incredibly fast. A PS4 and an Xbox One controller can go from pretty much dead to fully charged in about 45 minutes to an hour, right around there, give or take, I guess. Then after I hit up Best Buy, that's all I got there. Went to GameStop, and I don't know if you've seen on my channel, I'm doing a series called Spray and Pray, Slightly Stupid Shooters, devoted to the stupid first-person shooter. And I guess this falls under the category of stupid first-person shooter. Although I'd never seen this one on the shelves. I'm picking the label off of it here. But this is Civil War Secret Missions. I played about the first level, 2 levels maybe, and it certainly falls in that category. You have to be a little more patient in this one because you're actually using muskets, so reload times are ridiculously long, but it's realistic because you didn't just take a musket out and pop the gunpowder into it and you were ready to go again. You actually had to, you'd take the musket out and pack it down and load it up and you're ready to go. But this is Civil War Secret Missions for the PS3. Then this came in from an eBay sale for $3. Soldier of Fortune Payback. This is the inaugural game that I used for Slightly Stupid Shooters. Then it was over to St. Vincent's, and they had a pile of 360 games, and a lot of this stuff they've been sitting on for a few months. I now have all the versions of this, and as you know, I've said it before, I love this series. It's not perfect by any means, but it is, for me, it's a lot of fun. It's one of the first games on the 360 I really dove into, but this was $5, and this is Lost Planet Extreme Conditions. This is, what is this? This is the Colonies edition. It still has all the codes in here for it, but I don't know if they'll still work. So if they don't work, don't care. It's got 3 new... this is the only one I haven't played of the 3, too. It's got 3 new single-player campaign modes, 10 new weapons. I don't know if those weapons carry over to single-player or if that's multiplayer only. Then one other big find over there for $5, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the Silver Surfer Edition. The code is inside for that as well. So I'm gonna give that gonna see if that code still works. I doubt it, but we're gonna give it a try. Then a lot from eBay came in, and a handful of these games I don't have from my original Xbox collection. One of them I do, the one being Superman, the Man of Steel. I don't have Aragon. I don't have Pitfall, the Lost Expedition, Catwoman, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Bruce Lee, Quest of a Dragon. This is built on this. If you've never played this before and you still love playing your original Xbox as much as I do, this is built on the engine from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer games, or maybe it's reversed. Whichever one came out first. I can't remember if it was Bruce Lee or the Buffy games, but this is built on the combat engine from that, and it's amazing. It's really good hand-to-hand combat. And initially he said when he sold it to me, this lot, that he couldn't find the manual for Bruce Lee, but it was in here when he sent it to me, so I'm glad about that. One other one that I already had that's included, that I already have but was included in that lot, was Kabuki Warriors. Pretty stupid fighting game. Then it was over to First National Pawn, and They are clearing out a lot of their old video game stock. As such, I grabbed up some really amazing games. Let's see if I can find it. Flipping through here. There we go. I'll even show it to you. For these 5 games, there's a couple in here that you're going to say, why would you pay that much for them? But and I see that for these 5 games, it came to 25 bucks. See if the receipt pulls in there. There we go, $25.62 for these 5 games. So basically $5.12 a game. There's not, the first couple I will show you aren't amazing, but they are still relatively tough to find. I got Rampage Total Destruction for the PS2. I gotta get the stickers off there. This will go into Slightly Stupid Shooters, Blackside Area 51. I've already beaten this, and I will do it for my gameplay stuff, but like I said, I've already beaten this, and they must have been hanging on to this one for a while, because I see that the sticker is underneath the tab, and they used to put it right on the artwork, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But as it stands, I got those 2. Then I got an Xbox exclusive that I don't have, and glad to get it. This one might also get included in Slightly Stupid Shooters, because it is kind of a stupid shooter. Yeah, you're an enforcer for Al Capone, and it's Chicago Enforcer. It is an Xbox exclusive. I don't have it, so I was glad to get that. But then the 2 big ones. For the PS2, Godzilla Save the Earth. I now have the Xbox and PS2 version. But last but not least, this one came to $6. As you can see, $8 on the tab, and there it is right there. Def Jam Fight for New York for the PS2. Complete manual is, the pages are falling apart, so I might track down a new manual for it, but First National Pawn doesn't take in garbage, so the games are in great shape. I got to clean up the cases, they're kind of cruddy, but this is still, the disc only still goes for about $30, so to get this for $6 with the manual, pretty impressive. And then, last but not least, as far as I know, this game is already out of print, and Nintendo obviously underestimated the demand for this, and I've heard middling things. I've heard some people who absolutely love it. I've heard some people who absolutely hate it. But the point is, I paid a little bit extra for it to get it, but I'm glad I did. And that is the Devil's Third for the Wii U. This came out in like December, right around the same time Just Cause 3 did, and actually the same week Just Cause 3 did, if I remember correctly. Or no, wait, I take that back. This came out the week after. It was Xenoblade Chronicles X, or Cross, whatever people are calling it. That came out the same week as Just Cause. This came out the week later, but Devil's Third is already getting tough to come by. I see when new stock does come in, even stores like, I see Play Asia, Amazon, and GameStop have all jacked the price up to either $64 or $70. I paid $75 for it to get it off of eBay, so it wasn't cheap by any means, but I'm glad to get it. Yes, I could have got it digitally, but I really want the physical copy, because the Wii U has already become like the Wii and the GameCube. The tougher games are certainly holding their value, so I'm glad to get that. That's it, everybody. I put a new trailer up on my channel so people can check it out. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and great holiday season and a Happy New Year. If you're watching this and you stumble across it, let me know what you picked up for Christmas. Let me know what you got for Christmas. Like I said, I started my new playback series. I'm going to try to do one of those videos every Tuesday night where I upload a new Spray and Pray Slightly Stupid Shooters. And otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.